Hi, I am Dr. Chava Anjaneyulu, Senior ENT Specialist. I am working with the Asian ENT Care Center located in Panjagutta, Hyderabad. Nowadays, tinnitus is becoming more and more. That means tinnitus means presence of sound in the ear in absence of external sound. That is a hallucination of sound in the ear. The common problem nowadays is exposure to the noise. Continuous exposure to the noise is the commonest cause of the tinnitus nowadays. Either by using phones, headset, Bluetooth, sometimes some people they listen the music continuously or they talk on the phone continuously. This is very harmful and it is not good at all. Nowadays, because of the industrialization, many people they are exposing to the machine sounds continuously and they are exposing to the automobile sound or motor sounds in the road also continuously. All this noise exposure will cause damage to the inner ear hair cells by directly traumatizing by physical force or by constricting the blood vessel, that is vasoconstriction. So vasoconstriction reduce the blood supply to the cells and that they damage the blood cells. So by direct degenerative effect and vascular necrosis, these epithelial or hair cells will get damaged and it will cause tinnitus. After some time it may progress to the hearing loss and dizziness also. Basically cochlear vestibular cells are very prone to the noise induced damage. It is not good at all. If you are using phone, don't use continuously, use as much as possible with the speaker. Don't use Bluetooth, headset, all those things. If you have tinnitus problem, we can treat this tinnitus by injecting platelet rich plasma into the ear. It will help to regrow the outer hair cells and thereby it will reduce your hearing problem, tinnitus problem and dizziness problem. If any problem of tinnitus, contact Asian ENT Care Center, get investigations and get treatment.
Fat. That fat component is called as subcutaneous fat, and that is all yellowish globules what we have. It cushions the skin onto the scalp or the scalp bone or the skull bone. So now we don't go until that deep. Now after the layer of the subcutaneous fat, there are certain sheets, blood vessels, and after that you will have some muscles, and after that you will see certain amount of sheets, protective sheets